What's cracking, everybody? And today I'm going to be talking about something that's really been kind of pissing me off, so this is going to be a very serious video. More importantly, it has to do with social justice warriors or other people, even if you don't want to be called an SJW, being upset about things in anime. And may I add, some of the dumbest things to be upset about. You know, there's always something like this going on, and I just tend to ignore it, but there's just so many things going on, including my friends being harassed for some of the dumbest crap that I've ever seen, that I want to say something. The fact that I even have to say something is stupid. One of the things I'm going to be talking about is that people are upset that Japan's Red Cross is using a character, Uzaki-chan, from the manga. Uzaki-chan wants to hang out as a poster girl to get people to donate blood. Why are they upset? Merely because the fact that this anime character has big boobs. That's it. That's why they're upset. There are notable tweets such as the Japan Red Cross Society seems to put up a poster of Uzaki-chan wants to play times blood donation collaboration campaign, but I think it's really insensitive. I'm already paralyzed, but it's like an environmental sexual harassment in public space. There's another one says, I admire the work of that Red Cross does, which is why I'm disappointed that the Japanese Red Cross in Japan would run a campaign using the overly sexualized Uzaki-chan. There's a time and place for this stuff. This isn't it. Hashtag women, hashtag me too, hashtag kutu. Like, are you for real? How could you possibly be upset about an fictional anime character wanting you to do a good thing? It's like getting upset that Earth-chan is not flat. What is that, like a flat earther or something there? This is a blood drive. Things that save people's lives. And you're getting upset about the fact that they're using an anime character to make people donate blood. Thankfully, the Red Cross provided the following statement: this promotional campaign is merely providing a novelty gift to people who are kind enough to cooperate with our blood drive, and we do not recognize it as a form of sexual harassment. We have previously received support from numerous anime series in promoting blood drives, and these partnerships have been well received and increased the amount of blood that was donated. In regards to opinions about the current promotion, we're listening to them sincerely and will take them into consideration for future activities. Basically, they said a polite, screw you, you dumbass. We're going to be using this character that's helping save lives and have people donate blood for a good cause and give them a nice reward in return. It's merely entertainment. The character in question is fictional and therefore not sexual harassment in any way because it doesn't have feelings. Imagine being upset by having big boobs. And the next piece of news is people freaking out about boobs in shonen manga. In fact, in Shonen Jump. The cover featured Yuna from Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs on it with a steamy covering, like covering her lady bits and other things, but you know, she was still quite exposed, I suppose, on the cover. However, on the flip side of the page, there was uniquely placed and designed tapioca bubbles, where under certain lighting conditions, uncensored the work, which was quite clever. And of course, this made people upset. These uncensored boobies on my Shonen Jump. How dare they? There's huge long threads that were now deleted, probably because of harassment, which is why I'm not going to be showing names. I don't want people to be harassed. I want people to gain knowledge. Knowledge not to post stupid shit. But anyway, it's a post that says Japan sexualizes children in manga to the point of sickness. Is this appropriate for a children's magazine? What do you think you'll find in an adult one? No wonder men fantasize with R-word and murder. Like, it's dumb, stupid crap like that. Is Shonen Jump a children's magazine? Oh, no way, buddy. We all know from actually being anime fans that we know anime, it's not for children. It's more for young adults. Sure, children can purchase it, but that's gonna be at the adult's discretion and their responsibility. It's also strange that they're getting upset about boobs now when Shonen Jump has published To Love Ru, Ranma Half, and other such titles that go way beyond what you would normally see. This is absolutely nothing. Even Dragon Ball showed nudity from males and females, and that series is doing quite well. These people call this a problem, that it objectifies women. And like, no, it's just art. It's a piece of paper. This is not a person. It can't objectify anything because it's not real. Do they represent women? No. They represent a piece of paper and an anime character that's there for entertainment. Basically put, this is fictional characters and fictional problems that these people are having. Imagine not being able to talk about boobs or murder or other things in stories because it's bad. That's limiting free speech and is stupid. Hit series like Game of Thrones, heck even Twilight, as much as I would like that not to exist, wouldn't exist if you limited all these things. These people need to be able to separate reality and fiction. It's not hard. Watching freaking anime titties does not make you some crazy pervert, pedophile, whatever. It just makes you like art. Watching a death scene in an anime doesn't make you a crazy psychopath. It just makes an interesting series that you like to enjoy. Seeing a cool heist scene doesn't make you a thief. It just makes you enjoy a cool heist scene. If you make the bold claim that saying enjoying anime titties makes you a pedo/woman objectifier, then you have to also admit that enjoying death scenes makes you a murderer, and everything else in between in fiction makes you whatever it is in reality as well. That's a giant leap in logic and is stupid. Now I'm going to be moving on to things like My Hero Aka and Demon Slayer for sexualizing women and other minors, I suppose. Now, Horikoshi has always been receiving hate from SJWs about reworking their characters to be more appropriate and other things like that. I've even kind of covered a video on discussing that. But in regards to a recent happening here, like, people are upset about Bubble Girl, particularly her tickle scene that goes on in My Hero. They didn't like the fact that they gave Bubble Girl, I guess, a bigger bust in the anime. And they didn't like the fact that, I guess, she was tickled. They were genuinely upset at Horikoshi for including this character and the scenarios and thinking it was a fetish. Well, here's the thing. Bubble Girl was originally a contest winner where Horikoshi handpicked this girl, this hero, as a winner from a fan and included it in his story. They were ecstatic when they saw them in the manga, and now I bet they're even happier that they saw their character included in the anime. So it's not even Horikoshi who made this character, but a fan of this series. And him doing a nice thing, such as including a character into his anime. And can you imagine how that fan must feel when people say they want that character erased, that they hate this character for sexualizing women? Like, that's just so brutal and terrible. I mean, I don't even think I have to go into Momo, whose character design always has people fighting against the sexualization of these anime characters. Like, oh, it's so freaking annoying, honestly. Do girls just not have boobs? Are they not allowed to have boobs anymore? Like, really? That's it? You're not gonna complain about the countless men losing their shirts constantly in the anime, showing their buff ruggedness? Like, but as soon as you see a boob, that becomes a problem? And not even a boob, just like cleavage. I'm just talking about cleavage. Again, these people are complaining that these characters are underage and shouldn't be presenting anything that could be sexualized at all. Well, here's the thing. Japan has different values than America. I know, right? They have different ages of consent, which a lot of these characters actually fall into. And by their standards, there's actually nothing wrong with this at all. Because guess what? People in different countries hold different values, live differently from you, and do things differently from you, and think differently from people in other countries. And by you trying to impose your values on people from an entirely different setting, different place in the world with different values is complete ignorance and quite honestly disgusting of you. You choose to impose your values on people who have absolutely nothing to do with your mindset or anything of the like, and that's disgusting. It's gross. Why should they have to bend the knee to some stranger's mindset and values? And to top this off, hey, guess what? They're still anime characters. And therefore, fictional characters. They don't exist. They don't have feelings. They don't have anything. They're just art on a piece of paper. You attributing this to pedophilia or whatever have you is absurd. It's art. It's meant to invoke emotions in people, no matter what diverse range there is. If it is invoking emotion in you, it is doing its job. Imagine persecuting somebody for making art. Especially art that's just manga of like kids, adults, and anything in between fighting in some fantastical superhero world. The idea of condemning an author for something as silly as that is absurd. Whether the character is an adult or whether the character is young, doesn't matter, because in the end, they're both the same. Ink, color, on a piece of paper. They're not real. I know, I've been really driving that point home, but for some reason, people just don't understand that. Imagine someone who draws something like this, and then anyone who enjoys a story that has, you know, like a murder scene, a death in it, and you call them also a murderer. Like, wow. Wow, that's interesting. Because they enjoy a story, they're suddenly a murderer or something like that? And you may be thinking, well, that's absurd. Like, right? It's just a story, right? But okay, well, what if I show you Inosuke and you're just thinking, hey, yeah, that character's hot. Like, he's nice looking, you know? But no, guess he's not over 18. I guess now you're a pedo? He's only 15 years old, but he's got plenty of fan art and other stuff going on, and he's shirtless all the time. And I don't really think I see many people complaining about his buffness and his prettiness. So if you think Nezuko's pretty, obviously the same applies to you, that you're suddenly a pedo and you're attracted to this person. How dare you? You're now the worst person on the planet Earth. Like, that's the logic these people are using. Imagine if a real person actually looked like these characters in an anime. You know? There would be really weird, freaky people. Maybe something that you saw out of the Sonic movie or something. That kind of level of, whoa, let's not go there. But the thing is, they're not realistic at all. They're cartoons, anime, just drawings. It's okay to like their boobs. It's okay to like their muscles. It's okay to think they're attractive because that's what it's designed to be. It's meant to be pretty. It's designed to look good. It's art. This is an art form that has been passed down for years now, generation to generation, refining it to what it is today, making it prettier and prettier. If you find these characters or these people attractive, I just think that you're appreciating art. Which is now I'm going to be moving on to my friends, Bunny Ayumi and Susu, or Swimsuit Succubus, who also are being harassed by the community for liking these characters and even cosplaying as some of these characters. Could you imagine a cosplayer who enjoys an anime, dresses up like Uraraka, but of course she's very fine. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, Bunny and Susu are very beautiful women. But because they're so pretty, people are saying that they're sexualizing these characters who are underage and they get slack from it. Isn't that absurd? These adult people who dress up as their favorite characters are now getting flack for doing just that. They're grown adults. They're still legal. They're still allowed to dress up who they like because they enjoy an anime, even if they do lewd them in a way. Doesn't make them any less over the right age. And now they're getting some flack for people calling them pedos for liking Inosuke or Tanjiro or any of the characters in freaking Demon Slayer. Just because they use the Sweet Ash Shota's words. And again, I feel like I covered this previously, saying it's, you know, fictional characters and fictional problems. I want to know where it says in the law, drawings are real people and any crimes committed to drawings will be treated just the same as crimes committed to real life people. Oh wait, that doesn't exist, does it? Mainly because the US and the law knows that these are just drawings and art. The fact that people like these characters who are designed to be as perfect and pretty as possible, it shouldn't surprise anybody. And the fake ages that you give these anime characters don't matter because they're paper. It's art. They don't actually have ages. They don't actually have feelings. They don't have anything. It's paper and ink. I know I'm repeating myself when I say this stuff, but it just seems people like ignoring it. And I know the reason why people do this kind of crap, mainly for clout, because they want to be upset and they want also people to pay attention to them. So why not take down someone that's much bigger than them and try to make something big of it so you can get more attention on yourself? And the sad thing is, with Bunny and Susu's cases, like, that's what's happening to them. People who are not as successful as them are trying to call them out, unsuccessfully mind you, and are being ridiculed, like they should be. And the funny thing is, like, a lot of them are members of the LGBTQ community, and Bunny and Susu, I don't know if you know this, but are dating and are girlfriend and are great members of the LGBTQ community because they're lesbians. Not only are they lesbians, but they're very attractive, they're self-made, they are huge influencers, and are contributing to society through their hard work and dedication. They are extremely respectable. And the fact that it's their own community that's attacking them is hilarious to me. They're both sweethearts, and they deserve none of this. But anyway, I just hope I was able to vent my frustrations and maybe clear up some things for you. Like, the kind of crap that's going on in this community is stupid, and I needed to call it out. There is nothing wrong with boobs in anime. Characters can have as big as boobs as you want them to have for any reason that you want them to have. Why? Because it's a fictional character and a work of art. People are free to hate it. People are free to like it. Doesn't matter. But you shouldn't be punished for making a character or be forced to change it because it's your character and your art. And in the United States, it's under the First Amendment of freedom of speech and expression. If these people want to eliminate free speech and be un-American, then screw them. They're dickheads and stupid. I won't let them. They need to grow up and realize that not everybody in the goddamn world is the same as them and has the same values. Anyway, I'm done ranting here. I hope you guys enjoyed this spiel. Please leave a like, because I know I'd probably get a bit of hate because of this video. And feel free to subscribe if you support this kind of mindset and want to see some more wonderful boobies and love of hentai in the future. So anyway, I'll see you beautiful sons of guns again next time.
You crazy mother.